Every meditation class in our circle is a prayer. Every prayer is a connection to the infinite from which we have all come, from which we have all broken off, but are still connected. Just like the rays of sun are always connected to the sun. And each ray of sun has got the same characteristics of golden light. So we are each like the creator. In Hindu mythology, there is a creator and there is a creator of creators. So the creator is personified as Brahma. And when we pray to that deification, to that deity, which we symbolize as Brahma, the one with 4 heads, meaning all the 4 directions, but all the 4 holy books of knowledge also. Some the Vedas, some Rig, Yajur Veda, and Athar Veda. And in his hand, he has got the scriptures of knowledge. In this hand, he has got holy water, which means the flexibility of creation in this case. In his lower hand, he has got the meditation beads. And in his upper hand, he has got lotus, self-realization, unfolding of creation, which is exactly like self-realization, opening up. When you are closed, when we have some heavy thought, our head is closed for everything else because we have some heavy thought. We grasp onto that, and that becomes a part of our personality. And there's so many of them. Money is important. If someone has more money, we automatically think in our society he's doing well. But most of the time in North America, we have more money than in people in Africa, or certainly a country that I know as Bhutan. We have more money, 100 times more money, just by the virtue of simple factor that our $1 is their $60. So we have 60 times more wealth. But their happiness quotient is much more than ours. Their smiling rates are more than ours. And contentment does not depend upon the number of things that we have. Contentment is something absolutely different. You can be content with what you have, and you can never be content even after you win a lottery. And if you take a look at all the cases where people have won or lottery winners or even movie stars, etc., they are not content always. These are just myths that our society has thought up and our mind sticks to it, that if someone has more money, then they are more happy. But in reality, people are just more comfortable. People can be equally miserable in a Bentley or a Rolls Royce as in the public transport. Being comfortable and being miserable are not mutually exclusive. That is one of the paradoxes of our society. So, but we do have a focus on making money. Even we want to understand God and self-realization and all, in order to sell something better. A lot of times that happens. So all those heaviness in thoughts that makes us want to be grasping something, to have something more, even if it is self-realization. These are the heavy thoughts. But the flower that Brahma is opening and the flower on which he himself is sitting is an unfolding, openness of creation. And The Hindu cycles of creation are actually around 434.32 billion years, and that is the age of our galaxy also, of our solar system. So there are a lot of coincidences in that. However, Brahma was born in two ways. There are thousands of stories. The two most prominent ones are that the first one is Brahma was born out of the navel of Lord Vishnu, who is the creator of creators. And then Lord Vishnu creates Brahma, and Brahma creates the universe. And maybe because of that reason, all the gods of the all the Hindu gods have got their mandirs and holy places, except for Brahma. Brahma is not prayed to. And again, there are two stories of that. One is that he was cursed by his wife, because just like in the Greek mythology, Zeus gave rise to Hera and fell in love with her. Brahma also gave rise to the goddess of wisdom, Saraswati. And then he fell in love with her, and Saraswati avoided his advances and cursed him for those unwanted advances that no one shall pray to you. So that is his first story. The second story is that Shiva got angry at him, and he used to have 5 faces representing the 5 elements as well as the 5 senses that a person has. And then one was cut off because senses are attachment, and Shiva, the god, cuts off attachments. Because Shiva is knowledge of intellect and intuitive knowledge of the divine. Shiva got angry for some other reason. Brahma and Vishnu were debating who came first, or who is more important rather. And then suddenly a light appears having no end. And both are struck by it, and Vishnu says, okay, I will become a boar and I'll go down. And Brahma says, I'll become a swan and I'll go up, and let's see where it ends up. And it's just like some of it seems to be very much similar to the Greek ones, because the Greeks also have a point where Zeus wanted to know which is the center of the earth, and he released 2 swans, and they met at a place which is called Om and Phallus, and it's where Delphi is. So that's how the Delphi was there, and I visited that place. Very interesting. But it's Om, and then Phallus in the ancient civilizations was not the same word. It was meant the Lord of creation, procreation. So Brahma actually lied when he came back. He also could not find the end of the light, and he came back and he said, yes, I did find the end. So the light was Shiva. And Shiva then in anger cut off one of his heads. So Brahma was left with 4 heads. But the real meaning of the story is the creator is also going to be having a creator. So it is everything, even knowledge is an infinite loop and needs a very strong grounding of faith, because there are certain parts of this knowledge which we can never come to the point where we can say, this is like that. But we can have absolute faith about it. If we have faith backed with knowledge, that is clarity. Faith is always going to be blind, because whenever we'll get to the Brahma, there will be a Vishnu behind it. So, Brahma is the creator of the universe, and maybe because of the world with the way it is right now, COVID and this and illusions and making people more delusional, etc., regarding that if they will have more relationships, if they will have more money, if they will have something more, they will become better. That is a delusion fueled by the illusion that things are steady, that the world is a steady place. The world is not steady. Molecules are not steady. Our bodies are not steady. Everything is changing. COVID has come. At some point it will go, or maybe not go. We will be able to manage it. So everything is changing, including the fact. But the facts change. But the word is such that there is a fact known as the truth, and that truth is deep inside you, not in anywhere else. That is where whatever we get from the external world, whether it is pleasure or pain or money or relationship or fame or happiness in whatever way we think it is, if it is from outside the world, it is always changing. So it's always going to be an illusion. But deep inside each one of us, with the blessings of the Creator, we can go back to that point of creation when everything is absolute contentment with everything and everyone. So the main Brahma mantra is Om. Today we'll use Come. Om, come. Om, and then when I say come, and you can say come, it doesn't really matter. Your intention is that you are invoking the Lord Brahma's divine grace inside yourself. Now the first two levels that we did was invoking with Lord Ganesha's, the elephant god. We initiated ourselves into the path of going up, evolution, spiritual evolution. So with Ganesha, we balanced our material nature in the lowest part of the body. Then we worked with the meditations of Shiva and Parvati to balance out relationships. And now we are balancing out the whole lower part of the body with Brahma's blessings. We are going to be activating a fire that will burn the first knot of illusion called the Brahma knot. So in the human body, alongside the spine, there is a rising up of the two snakes as is seen in the caduceus like this. So, or in the Reiki circles, 3 times that the circle hits the spine. Or it could be just the snake going up 3.5 times against the spine. So those 3 points where it hits are known as knots in the Hindu Kundalini evolution. The first knot is the Brahma knot. Knot means something which is preventing the fountain of your own inner born energy to be going up. So with the blessings of Brahma, you're going to be burning your first heavy knot so that energy from the lower, your sexual lower energy can go up to your heart, so that lust, which keeps us as biological animals, can become pure love with respect. And it does not depend upon age or anything. It's always going to be there. As long as you have a biological body, we will all have a biological energy. But spiritual evolution means that you transmute that by taking it to at least to the level of heart. To take it up, we are going to be using Brahma's blessings, the Creator's blessings, focusing into your navel center, eyes closed, invoking with the mantra, Om, breathe in gently, Om. Come, activating a fire, imagining Brahma in your stomach. becoming a fire, holy fire that cleans all your kidneys of all your fears that I have not, this can happen, this may not happen, I have this, I have not enough of this. All those things, all those blockages are being washed away in the fire of Brahma's blessings. And the mantra is, Oh, come, Brahma. Focusing in the lower part, right where your stomach is, behind the navel center. Imagine Brahma sitting there. Brahma is the same God. Abraham's God, Brahma's word is the same. So you have the creator Vishnu, and Vishnu created Brahma, or Brahma. The second story is Brahma stepped out from the cosmic egg of creation, and Brahma is not prayed, but Brahma is the creator of the whole universe of which you are a part. So to invoke the blessings of Brahma, you go deep inside your stomach area, and we have, when I will say come, you will have an explosion of clarity. Clarity that you are no different than the creator. And you have Brahma's power to create your own world from tomorrow. The world will be the same, but you will have the power of creating a filter, a framework of thinking that will enable you to see the creator inside yourself, the creator in others. Now, when the fire in the stomach happens, your fears are released. Your memory that I want this, I do not want this, I want to have more of this, I want. All those memories are based on your past experiences, are going to be burned. All your fears in your kidneys, I want to avoid this, I hope this doesn't happen. All those parts of your personality are burned away so that the real you, which is pure golden light, at the center of this fire is activated with Brahma's mantra of Om. Slowly breathe in. Come up, a sun-like explosion in your stomach, deepest part of your stomach. The Brahma knot means that you are burning away your unconfidence, lack of confidence in yourself. Confidence you do not have, we do not have, because we think, oh, I am this person with this name, with this story of my life, and this physical body will die, and this will happen and that. But now you are identifying with the deep fire inside your stomach. Oh, breathing. Oh, come, Brahma, explode in the deepest part of your stomach. Oh, come, Brahma. Oh, come, Brahma. Use this fire in the stomach to clean out all your fears which are in the kidneys. I want this more, or I will not have this. All these things are all based on your past. Clean yourself of the past so that now you start to see yourself not as a biological person, but as pure golden energy. You have the energy of the Creator inside you. Om, come. And you spread light inside your stomach in all four directions. The four faces of Brahman in all four directions. You spread the knowledge that you are eternal. You are connected to the eternal. You are from the Creator and you create your own universe. And this universe which you have created is beautiful, is magnificent, and can never be understood. It's an illusion leading to all your past delusions that you do not have enough. You are fully content with your spiritual power awakening, and that makes you super confident that from tomorrow you will invoke Brahma's powers to see everyone as a brother, sister belonging and having the same creator. Everyone on the planet Earth, everything that you see and do not see is from the same creator. Everyone is your near and dear. Even Hitler, even Napoleon, even the people who suffered, even the people who do not suffer, the rich, poor, everyone on the planet, born and unborn, is your near and dear because you are from the same creator, Brahma. Om, breathe in gently. Om. Kama in the center of your stomach, behind the navel center, but in the center. Come. And then Brahma, with the blessing of Brahma, spread love everywhere so that your material, all your material thoughts that I do not have enough in my stomach, I'm going to hold on to more. Maybe tomorrow there is going to be some not enough, so I'll have carry things in my stomach, or maybe I'm rejecting life and I have less of a stomach. Whatever it is, you digest everything from the past in this holy fire, and you remove the knot of Brahmas. You remove the ignorance that you are not really you. You are from the same creator, and everything and everyone is joined by Brahma's blessings. Om, come, Brahma. Om, come, Brahma. Om, come, Brahma. As you are burning away your ignorance of who you truly are, and you are getting in touch with who you are, divine child of Brahma with the same energy and power to create your own universe from tomorrow. You see yourself from tomorrow laughing and smiling, enjoying the universe by being of service to everyone who is near and dear. Everyone on this planet is near and dear. Everyone is your relative, very close relative. Everyone is born from the same Brahma. And you see what joins, conjoins, and now you enjoy the universe. You do not have any more fear of anyone else. You are totally content with your life. You invoke Brahma inside yourself, leading to total destruction of all false fears, of all false judgments, of all false angers, making you stomach a place where it can assimilate all your previous lives. Totally balanced. You have nothing heavy in your stomach now. Your lower energy has got no more block. It can go to your heart. Om. Now use this mantra. Om. Come. You take the lower energy with your intention. The lower energy at the lower part of your spine. You take it with Om, and come. You take it to your heart. Come, Brahma. And in your heart, just like Brahma is sitting on a lotus, your heart is becoming like a lotus on which Brahma is sitting. Your true nature is sitting. You see in the deep part. So the energy is going up and your heart is opening just like a lotus. Om, the lower energy is going up. Om, come, your heart is opening up. And inside the heart is Brahma, your deep own personal creator inside you, the one that will empower you from tomorrow to see everything and everyone as near and dear. COVID also near and dear. Any vaccine against COVID also near and dear. Everything is created by the same creator, and you are in total love and harmony with everything on the planet. Om Kham Brahma. The other mantra for Brahma is for this knowledge that everything and everyone is not good, not bad. Everything is from the same creator, near and dear to your heart. So taking the lower energy with Om Kham Brahma, activating the divine fire in your stomach, you are able to destroy your anger and your discontent and fear. And then you are able to take this lower energy to the area of the heart, where the heart is like a flower. In the flower is Brahma, which is you. Just like the sun's rays have got the same characteristics of being golden light, just like the sun, and are in no way less than the sun. Brahma is inside you, and you are empowering via Brahma's image in your heart that from tomorrow everything on this planet you will see as near and dear, created by the same creator, Brahma. And everything is changing, but what is eternal is your divine nature. Oh, take the lower energy to your heart, so that all your fears, etc., which are now gone, your total pure golden energy from the lower part is released, goes to your heart, making your heart a lotus. And in that lotus is you as Brahma sitting with four faces. Om Kham. And Brahma is spreading blessings in all four directions. Om Kham Brahma. Om Kham Brahma. The fire in your stomach, divine fire in your stomach, is the key to being always confident, because this divine fire lets you know that everyone is near and dear. If someone tried to hurt you, was able to hurt you, is near and dear. Was not able to hurt you, was able to help you, is also near and dear. Everyone is from the same Brahma. Everyone is connected to you. You are not this biological person with a stomach eating and digesting and sometimes not digesting and creating those problems in your thoughts, the baggage that you were keeping from the past, which has become fear. You are totally living in now, seeing yourself from tomorrow with the blessings of Om Kham Brahma. And you recognize that the Brahma is everything and everyone in the universe. At the heart of everything and everyone is the Creator's divinity. And you are totally now confident of living your life, because everyone is near and dear. In reality, you are also near and dear to everything and everyone. Otherwise, it won't be in your life, including COVID and the vaccine. All the plus, all the minus is near and dear. Your heart is totally open, like a flower. Om Kham Brahma. And everyone in your life is your guru. Everyone in your life is a Guru. So the mantra of the Guru is, it's a very strong mantra because it has all the Om Kham Brahma initiates. The mantra to fix this knowledge so that it becomes a part of you permanently is called the Guru Mantra of Brahma. When you see everything and everyone as the teacher, and the teacher who loves you, and you love the teacher, and the teacher is Brahma, the universe in every way it is. This mantra has got all the three names of the Trinity of the Hindu pantheon. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Guru Eva Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Guru Eva Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Guru Eva Namaha. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Smile with your heart and see yourself from tomorrow. Om Kham Brahma destroys all your ignorance and heavy thoughts in the lower part of your body so that your barrier is released, is burnt out with Brahma's blessings. That you are the same creator as Brahma. Everyone has the same power or they will not be in existence. And everything and everyone is near and dear. With that, with a smile, go forward in your life. See yourself from tomorrow, totally confident, totally content with everything that you have, including enlightenment. Everything that you have is perfect. You have everything that you need to help others. You are helping others on this planet. You are fulfilling Brahma's blessings. You are living for your own thoughts, your own mission on this planet, for your own wants, for your own likes and dislikes. You are in the delusional world of the lower self, and you need to come up to the level of heart by Om Kham Brahma, and then fixing it by knowing that everything and everyone has the same blessings of Brahma. Everything and everyone in your life is Guru, teacher, Brahma. The whole universe is your teacher, but a friendly teacher, and maybe at times a harsh one, to teach us that who we are. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Guru Eva Namaha. The month has the three names of the Trinity. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is the name for Shiva or Rudra. So the three gods, the creator, the balancer of the world, and the destructive power, destruction of illusions by Shiva, Rudra. So the three gods, and then Par Brahma means Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva means Dio, the same as in Latin, Deva, God. Maheshwara is another name for Shiva. So the Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. And Guru Sakshat, that means that the one manifestation of the Guru is Par Brahma, the one even beyond Brahma. This Brahma is the name and image. The real Brahma, these are just symbols, is even beyond this. So that is the total power of the inexplicable universe. And we think that science can explain it, but science can only work with the symptoms, not with the root cause. No one can say why it happened, why this is happening on the planet. No one. But it's all divine because the Creator is divine. And we need that faith. And with Om Kham Brahma, we take our lower lust to the heart, opening it like a flower. In the midst of the flower, in the midst of our heart, we see the flower. In the midst of the flower, we see ourselves as Brahma with the power from tomorrow or from now to see the world as a divine play, as the created by the Creator for our benefit. Millions, billions of things changing to give us the result that we need so that we are content. And we can then serve. If we are serving others, we are fulfilling our mission, becoming Brahma's blessings of spreading joy in all four directions, knowledge, clarity. And if we are living for ourselves, then we are still need help. So Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva. Go beyond the words, go to the feeling that the vibrations invoke. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Guru Veva Namah. That's how. Thank you.